What's up, guys? CSG Cisco back again to react to One Piece chapter 1067 titled Punk Records. Now, I forgot this chapter came out yesterday because I was so enthralled by that new Pokemon release. That new Scarlet and Violet. Even though the Pokemon designs are a little lackluster, honestly, this gen. They're kind of mid, not gonna lie. It'd be a nice idea for them to just go back and give a bunch of Pokemon that only have two forms a third evolution, like they did for Annihilate, right? Where Mankey is a Pokemon I would have never chosen, but now that we have Annihilate, might have to do it, Anyway, we're back on this now, away from the digression. Punk Records. We have the cover page with Caesar and Judge squaring off. I guess okay. So I guess Caesar's in part of the Germa kingdom now. Yeah, sure. I mean, where else was he gonna go? Might as well. I forget who are you again? Judge versus Caesar. Germa double six's cold-blooded voyage. Yeah. All right. So I guess he's gonna be part of the Germa kingdom. A most curious head. What happened to your head? It used to be like a massive light bulb. It was getting a tad too long, so I cut it. We're not talking about hair here. As I recall, I was almost as tall as a giant when I met you. Real head. Oh my god. Why does his head keep getting big like that? This is ridiculous. I heard rumors about it being big, but it was like an air balloon. Well, that's because I ate the Oh. The brain fruit. In Japanese, he gets tongue-tied trying to say the fruit's name. Nomi, nomi, nomi. I see. The nomi, nomi, nomi. The brain fruit. Okay, I guess it makes sense. Pardon me, I bit my tongue. I meant to say I'm a brainy human because I ate the brain fruit. It allows me to memorize an unlimited amount of knowledge and makes my brain grow in size accordingly. Having an unlimited data bank is a handy ability for a born genius like me. I mean, that's kind of not fair. He's already... he ate the brain fruit, so, he's a scholar, but he's a genius because he ate the fruit. It has nothing to do with him, being naturally smart. It's the devil fruit. Now I have the largest brain in the world, and it continues to grow. Still? Did you put it somewhere? That's awesome. Have you got tons of medical knowledge too, Dr. Vegapunk? Naturally. Whoa. Does that mean you're dumb now, old guy? Because you cut your brain out? Don't write off a genius, you rascal. See this apple here? It's an antenna. Okay, so the antenna gets all of the I guess the knowledge. It receives all the knowledge he's accumulated. But I wonder what happens if you get rid of the antenna. So does he become stupid then? Or take a gander at the top of the island. Notice how it says Punk Records under the giant egg? That's the hangar where I keep my brain. What? Isn't that way too big? There's no harm in me being away from it since my antenna can pick up the brain waves. You met a little girl earlier who called herself Vegapunk, right? That's one of my clones. There are 6 on the island. You're a ninja? No way! Each one is a facet of myself and an expert of their own key field of study. You'd get my full personality if you combine them, but they can get 6 times the work done apart. What the? Each of them connects to Punk Records once a day to synchronize our memories and knowledge. Since their dispositions and responsibilities are so different, the wealth of their experience is that much greater. Atlas, Wrath, Edison, Flare, Shaka, Logic, Lilith, Evil, Pythagoras, Wisdom, and York, Desire. You all share the same brain? I find it difficult to wrap my head around that. Just think of it as sharing the same library. If only I could let everyone in the world connect to my brain, all of humanity would have access to my knowledge. Then, if the population of the world went on to update Punk Records themselves, I'd create a sea of information that surpassed what my brain can accomplish alone. Humanity would share one mind, so I'd be able to study medicine from all over the world, naturally. Whoa! But if you let everyone share their conflicting ideologies, wouldn't all that bias lead to trouble? You sure are a sharp one, Knight of the Sea, but science would never progress if you spent all day worrying about stuff like that. That's your problem, Vegapunk. You shrug off sacrifices in the name of progress. That's why Dad's been turned into a heartless weapon. Wow, stop it, Bonnie. That beam saber is defective. Give it a rest. I know it cuts well enough. I tested it earlier. Turn my dad back to normal. If you even think about saying no, don't be hasty, Bonnie. Killing him would make you a lot of enemies. Hit the off switch, Bonnie. That beam attracts a ludicrous number of bugs. Why? Yeah, she's not good with bugs. Check it out, Bonnie. A giant stag beetle. Yeah, Luffy's gonna bother her. This isn't the time for beetles. Look at her, she fainted. Ah, that makes perfect sense. Of course, Bonnie wants me dead. It's ironic that one of my many failures saved me. Speaking of which, you guys were recently in Wano, correct? You wouldn't happen to know whether a dragon just like Kaido really appeared there. Oh, you're talking about Momo. I suppose he ate the defective fruit I left on Punk Hazard. Defective? What do you mean? That was an artificial devil fruit I synthesized. I made it after 20 years of researching Kaido's lineage factor. It cost countless resources. But I couldn't get it quite right. Oh, so that's why he's the same as Kaido, but it worked out just fine. He can still spit fire, and he's super strong. He's the guardian deity of Wano now. You really made that? Awesome. And his color? Pink. Drat, you see another monumental failure. Oh, that's why it's a failure. Okay. So it's a failure only because the color came out pink. It's the same as Kaido's devil fruit. It's the exact one. It's just that it's not blue. It's a pink devil fruit. So it's a failure because he's a perfectionist. Okay. So it's not really a failure. It's really a clone of his devil fruit. That is really good. What's wrong with that? I get it. He's a genius and a perfectionist. What about this robot? You made it too, right, old man? Make it move. I'm afraid you're mistaken. This is the legendary Iron Giant that attacked the Holy Land of Mary Joie about 200 years ago. 200 years ago? But yes, but it was built over 900 years ago. No way. Its objective remains unknown. I heard it ran out of power before it could cause any casualties. Either way, I'm sure the scientists of the time were absolutely flabbergasted. Such advanced technology would have seemed totally alien to them. None of them could tell where it came from or what it was trying to do. It seems the world government ordered its destruction, but the scientists of the time couldn't help their curiosity. That's why they hid it here to be passed down, without the government's knowledge. Good job on finding this island. From the town, the entrance should look like a wall. We just stumbled here since we were all old and senile. Yeah, we were plain old lost. Oh, that's a shame. 200 years ago, that's around the time the Fishman rights movement started to gain ground. So you're saying that robot climbed the red line? Most likely. I created Vega Force 1 based on what I learned from it, but I lacked the scientific prowess to reverse engineer every aspect of it. It's difficult to believe that this mechanized soldier was made over 900 years ago. There's something even you couldn't recreate. Its power source. In the past, they had a power source that would upend our modern ideas of what's possible. Well, at any rate, it's good to know Luffy and the others are okay. Who's that girl, though? That's Jewelry Bonnie. She's a pirate. I thought the one we saw before was a little girl. And the way Vegapunk's head works is crazy. I truly did a terrible thing to Bonnie. Yeah, you should get down and beg her for forgiveness, old man. You young dolt. Like you know anything about it. There's something I have to give her. Regardless, I feel like fate brought you here today, Straw Hat Luffy. Please, can you take me away from Egghead? Yeah, this was obvious. Huh? Yeah. It's obvious that he was gonna join the crew. This is Cypher Pole. We're requesting entry to Egghead Port. What poorly trained what is this? Yow! This is Cypher Pole. We're requesting entry to Egghead Port. What poorly trained pets? Oh, CP0's here. Here, hold on. Anyway. Reports indicate that Jory Bonnie was spotted making her way here too. That pest keeps slipping away from us. She's served her purpose. Let's just terminate her on sight. Uh, okay, so we got all these, members. Cool, cool, cool. So CP0's here. They were using Bonnie for something. Shaka, there's a government ship. It'd be bad if they found us. Wow, things are moving fast. It'd be bad if they found us harboring pirates. What does CP0 want with us? And why'd they bring Rob Lucci? I say he just hand this riffraff over. I just say we hand this riffraff. After all, that Lucci fellow was an assassin, right? What, Rob Lucci? Hey, hurry up and give us our legs back. No, that guy's still around. You can't let them in. Don't worry. Don't you worry, Robin-chan. I'll protect you no matter how many times he comes back. Tell them to hand over the Seraphim and leave. We're declining the request to dock. I doubt agents of the world government will respond well to that, so prepare for battle. Kamabaka Kingdom Grand Line. Dragon-san, Kuma-san's acting weird. Kuma-san, wait, we're trying to repair you. Kuma-san, what's wrong? Is he still being controlled by the Navy? Kuma-san, where are you going? You're in no state to be moving like that. You're still not yourself. What's with him? I don't know. Kuma-san, come back. Talk to us, Kuma. Where do you want to go so bad? Stay with us. We are not fighting. The revolutionary army is just getting started. Break next week. A mad dash to where? Probably to Egghead. But he ain't making it in time. I don't know. Maybe Kuma's consciousness will get transferred over to a pacifista, to one of the Seraphim, and then Kuma will be a Seraphim through that, or I guess his AI, or I guess his mind or whatever will be in the Seraphim, and then he'll have a new body or something like that. I don't know. Break next week, of course. It's been 3 chapters, so now you get a break. Yeah, this is pretty good. All right, so we got confirmation on why Momo's devil fruit is a defect. It's not really defective. It's the same devil fruit Kaido has, the absolute same one. So Momo just got super lucky because it's a really good devil fruit. It's just that he's pink, so Vegapunk thinks it's a failure because it's pink. Man, if that was the only reason it was defective, I would have eaten that fruit forever ago. If I was stationed as a guard or whatever, I would have just ate that shit. I would have eaten the fruit if I knew the reason why it was defective. I mean, you're a pink dragon, so what? It's still an overpowered devil fruit, just eat it. Just eat it, It is what it is. Cypher Pole is here already. Man, this arc is moving at the speed of light, I guess it's Oda overcompensating, I feel, for taking so damn long with Wano, because Wano was long, but it's because he was trying to cover too many things at once instead of just kind of getting to the point. There was too much fluff. This is good, and I guess now you know that Luffy likes Bonnie now because, Luffy's friends with Bonnie because he remembers her name. Actually, it's kind of funny. He remembered her name immediately, while he doesn't bother to remember Law's actual name. He calls him Chagai or Trao to this day, right? So, yeah, no. Bonnie, he just remembers her name permanently, right? Already. Yeah, Rob Lucci and CP0 are here. I don't think they're gonna really serve. I don't think they're gonna be a problem. Damn, this Seraphim is huge in comparison to everyone else, but I guess it is Kuma, right? But he's not. I thought that he's gonna be strong enough to do anything. I mean, honestly, Sanji or Jinbei could fight him. Luffy doesn't even have to fight him right now. They can probably send Jinbei to fight him, and that'd be it. I doubt Lucci got strong enough to be able to fight Luffy the way he is right now, 2 years to power up to the point where he's strong enough to keep up with current Luffy would be crazy, because then they could have sent Lucci to kill or fight Kaido. They could have sent Lucci to fight Kaido if he's as strong as Luffy now. It would be ridiculous, I think there's too many people that are going to be overestimating Rob Lucci now. He's definitely not strong enough to beat Luffy at all. Not even close. So They'll definitely have to beat them though. They'll definitely have to beat these guys down and then run away, right? And like obviously it says right here, Vegapunk wants to get out of Egghead, which means that he's joining Luffy's crew. This means that he'll end up joining Luffy's crew, as Oda's initial idea was to have a scientist join, and he's a scientist, so he'll join. If not Vegapunk's main body, then probably the bodies, all the other robots will merge into one, making Vegapunk one person again or whatever. So we'll have like a new robot or cyborg or whatever on the crew with all of the Vegapunks. That'll be it, I guess. I guess that's the end of this chapter, So we'll be back when the next one comes out, which I guess is in 2 weeks. So no matter where it is that you're watching this or when it is that you're watching this, good morning, good afternoon, or good night. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care and have yourselves a good one, man.